Kaliyuga, the Age of Darkness, a cycle of decline prophesied for millennia, an era of strife, ignorance, and spiritual decay. According to Hindu scriptures, we are nearing its end. But what does end truly mean? Does it signify annihilation or a painful, necessary transformation? In the past few years, whispers have begun to surface. Rumors of a powerful individual, a figure shrouded in secrecy, emerging from the shadows. Some call them Kali's last avatar. Reports are scattered, inconsistent, often dismissed as folklore. Yet they persist. From remote Himalayan villages to the bustling streets of Mumbai, the stories echo of impossible feats, radical transformations, and unsettling prophecies. Our first solid lead emerged from Nepal. A group of trekkers claimed to have witnessed a remarkable event near a remote monastery. They reported seeing a figure, cloaked and veiled, performing a ritual under the full moon. They spoke of symbols carved into the earth, of chants that seemed to bend the very air. Most disturbingly, they described an instantaneous transformation of the landscape, barren rock blooming with vibrant, unnatural flora. Flickering light, grainy image, it was like the earth itself was responding to this person. The flowers, they weren't normal. They glowed. I felt disturbed, like I was seeing something I shouldn't. Skeptics dismissed this as mass hallucination, altitude sickness, or simply elaborate fabrication. But more stories began to filter in, each with its own peculiar details. A more dramatic incident occurred in India, near a heavily polluted industrial complex. The factory, a notorious source of environmental damage, was suddenly transformed. Overnight, it became a lush, vibrant forest. The toxic waste was gone. The air was clean. The local community, previously plagued by illness, experienced a sudden surge in health and vitality. We thought we were cursed. The factory was killing us. Then, overnight, it was gone, replaced by this miracle. But it's also frightening. How can one person do this? Accompanying these events were cryptic messages, appearing online, scrawled on walls, whispered in hushed tones. These messages often referenced ancient Hindu prophecies, particularly those relating to Kali and the final avatar, Kalki. However, these messages were different, more ambiguous, more unsettling. The prophecies spoke of a reckoning, a cleansing fire that would purify the world. But these new messages hinted at something more nuanced, more complicated. A transformation that might involve both creation and destruction. The scientific community remains skeptical, attributing the events to natural phenomena or elaborate hoaxes. Religious scholars question the authenticity of the prophecies and the legitimacy of this self-proclaimed avatar. Yet, the stories persist, fueled by a deep-seated sense of unease and a growing awareness of the world's fragility. But as the stories spread, a darker undercurrent began to emerge. The transformations weren't always benevolent. In some instances, the miracles were followed by unforeseen consequences. Was this the price of transformation? A necessary sacrifice for a greater good? Or something far more sinister? I saw the forest die. It was like it gave everything to be born and then it had nothing left. I fear what this avatar is doing. I fear the cost. The truth about Kali's last avatar remains elusive. Is this figure a savior, ushering in a new era of enlightenment and harmony? Or a harbinger of destruction, paving the way for a final, catastrophic reckoning? Perhaps, the answer lies not in the prophecies themselves but in the choices we make, in how we respond to the challenges of our time, in whether we choose to embrace transformation, even when it is painful and uncertain. The figure remains unseen, leaving only a message of warning and promise. Are the prophecies of destruction coming true? Or is this a turning point? The age of destruction is coming to an end, and the new world is rising. The answers are not easy, and it is not up to the avatar. The choice lies in the hands of humanity. Will you accept your transformation? Rising heartbeats. Want to learn more about the Kaliyuga, Hindu prophecies, and the concepts explored in this video? Here are some resources. The Hindu Vedas and Upanishads, available online and in print. Books on Hindu cosmology and eschatology. Academic journals on religious studies and mythology. Websites dedicated to Hindu culture and philosophy. Be mindful of biases. Search terms: Kaliyuga, Kalki avatar, Hindu prophecy, eschatology. This video explores mythological concepts and does not endorse any specific religious beliefs or practices. Please research responsibly and critically evaluate all information. Kali's last avatar, the Whispers of Transformation 1. It's waiting for you inside the portal of shadows. Let's dive in. Subscribe the channel to get notified for the new uploads.